Welcome to the second devlog for Run Wild. We got lots of stuff to show off. We got armor, building, tons of bug fixes, and more. So here's a little sneak peek of what there's going to be.
Wait a minute, you can build in this game?
Yo, we should build 9/11.
Yeah, I'll be the plane.
I'll make the tower.
Now that absolute fire intro is done, let's jump right in. So I first remade the main menu because the first one sucked. Like, it was just a cube and some buttons. So I made it a cave with crystals that actually looks really cool. And little hallways on the side that you can run into to join a single or multiplayer game. It looks so much better, and I'm super proud of it because it looks really cool. I also did some optimization and was able to add grass to my game. It looks a little bit weird, but it still looks cool. Also, one problem people were running into while playing the game is you were super strong. Like, if you did a strong throw, you could yeet your items to the moon. So I toned back your strength, and now you can't yeet stuff super far, and it feels a lot more realistic. Now, you die a lot in this game, and since it's a survival game, you really need a respawn screen. So I made a super basic one, and right now you don't drop everything on death, but maybe later. But anyway, I added a computer to the main menu so you can have a little bit more control over the game. Right now it allows you to change your name, save games, server settings like a server browser, quick play, private codes, etc. It's still super basic, but it does work. Now, like I mentioned before, I added a save system so you could save your inventory and world, because restarting your game every time was really annoying. But now you can save your games and pick up where you left off. I also did 4 save slots, so you have a good chunk of save slots, but not an infinite amount. I also made it so you can delete your saves, so if you mess up, you can restart. And yes, before you ask, I did mess up. A lot. Now, you can damage enemies, and they can damage you, so you need a way to protect yourself so you don't die in like 4 shots. So I modeled some armor in Blender, added it to the game, added a little bit of code, and boom, now you can craft and equip armor. This will help you block attacks and not die in like 4 shots. There are a ton of variations, and later on I want to add armor set abilities like Terraria, but I wasn't able to add it in this video, although maybe next devlog. Also, the player model before this was really bad. Like, it was just some blobs, so I found a player model, put him in Blender, chopped off his legs, and boom, now we have a player model that actually looks pretty good. I also added a mini-map so you can see where you are and other players, so it makes it easier to meet up with each other. Now also, the lighting before this was really dark and was bad, so I added some real-time lighting and it looks so much better. So I'm super glad I added that, even if it removes the performance a little bit. I also added a health bar to enemies so you can see how much health they have left. It's a small thing, but it makes the game feel way more polished. Now for the game, it used to be that once you loaded it into the game, the only way to leave was to like quit the game, so I made a quick pause menu that lets you save, go to the main menu, and quit the game. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty nice. I also added an info tab to the computer. Right now it just shows the users online, but later on I want it to show more stuff. Now time for the main thing you are all here for, building. So usually the main staple of a survival game is the building, since you can create like anything you want. So I created some simple blueprints that you can use, and I made it show a little outline that you can place, but right now you can just place an infinite amount. So I added a limit and also made it so you can adjust how far away from you want to place it. And I created a build menu UI that shows you how many building materials you have left, and the ability to craft building materials from wood. And just like that, we have a super simple building system that's fun to mess around with. Now also, while I was doing this, I got tired of having to sideload the APK every time I had a new version. So I applied to get the game on AppLab, and man, getting your game on AppLab is so easy. Like, it took me like 5 minutes of adding stuff to my game to make sure I get accepted. It took like 18 hours to get accepted. But yeah, the game is on AppLab now. You can't download it, but you can wishlist it, and you can play it by joining my Discord. But anyway, it's on AppLab, and it's much easier to test now. Now, another problem I was running into was the game is confusing. I never ran into this because I'm smart and made the game, but everyone else kept on asking me questions on how to play the game because it can be confusing. So to stop this, I made a quick tutorial that you can play that teaches you how to move, craft, break stuff, how to kill enemies, like craft armor, craft weapons, and building. It's pretty simple, but it does get the point across. Also, I know that it doesn't look like I got much done, but I actually did a lot of polishing and bug fixes that just didn't deserve to be videoed or I didn't want to. So I'm just going to show all the stuff that I did right now. But thanks for watching, and sorry for the delay in devlogs. It just takes a bit of time to like develop the game, record the footage, edit these videos. The next one should be out in like the next 3 or so weeks. Just takes a little bit, but I'll try and get it out as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.